you've made a schnizzle ton of records from the 80s right through to now. You've been
albums.
Your career growth was like this. It comes up and up, and you're at a point now where you're just making some of the best sounding records. What is your favorite things that you've done? Is there things for you, maybe even early on? Is there things that you just
I guess the
put a
early
big
on
smile
ones,
on your face?
The early on ones are always the easiest to talk about because they're like like kids almost, these things,
sure.
you know. But the early on ones are the ones where you sort of were finding your way through things. And I think the early record I did, like the Wild Seeds, was one of the first albums I did that got notoriety.
Great.
And I remember thinking, okay, that was really cool. And Bang Tango was a record that
gently
put me into the world. And Motorhead records were, I wouldn't call them fun, but I learned a lot working with Lemmy. Like I did 4 of those things. I think the early POD records were fun because we were just really getting Pro Tools to do what we wanted it to do. Like when I did Sepultura and Les and Jake, Pro Tools, I mean, I like doing that. I think about it more about the process, you know? And the Les and Jake I love doing in Pro Tools, but I still was a little bit learning it. We just got auto-tune at that point, so we were all using it wrong. We're putting it on everything.
Yeah.
So, but when I did the POD records, I remember thinking, okay, this sounds kind of the way I want it to sound. You know, like big choruses, huge anthemic parts. That's always what I like to listen to. I was a big prog rock fan growing up.
Huge prog fan.
ELP fan.
Oh, yeah. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, yeah.
They're doing a movie, you know.
Oh, they are?
Carnival 9.
I didn't know.
A real movie with Radar Pictures, yeah. And they got a script and everything.
Wow.
And it's so about one day in the year is a carnival, where the one person gets to experience life the way it's supposed to be.
That's amazing.
It's supposed to be, So I already told my manager, I have to be on this thing somehow, you know. Those are all big records, you know, Yes, and those kind of things. So the problem with those records is they had no real emotion. Like, you know, I was listening as a kid to that and at the same time the Sex Pistols on the same listening. So people would always say, you don't really have a style. Well, I kind of, as a producer, really don't either. You know, I just like making the best records for the artist. Like I've worked with Kelly Clarkson and I've worked with Rascal Flatts and I've also done 3 Days Grace records and Motorhead records. So there's not a really, you can't really say I don't stick to one thing. Like I like moving around a lot. And it's healthy to do that.
I think, I agree. It's healthy. I also think it's all the best producers. If we look at guys we admire, like look at John Leckie. I mean, you know, he did Radiohead The Bends, he did Kula Shaker's first record, he did Stone Roses' first record, and he was an engineer on All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. It's like,
amazing
just
stuff.
Makes music. Or even George Martin, of course, from Beatles to Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow to you name it.
Well, you learn, like, I used to admire Rick Rubin because I remember thinking in like 2000, before I had any real hits, or 1999, Rick would always have these hits, but he was never like as involved as I was. Like I was involved in everything. And I remember thinking, what is Rick doing that I'm not doing? And I remember thinking, it's sort of this, like, it's not about you, it's about them. Like it's the songs and who they are and do they move you or not. That's it really for me. I thought he was really good at picking those kind of things. So he could do the Dixie Chicks and then he could do crazy rock records that were just, you know, all over the place, you know, Johnny Cash records. And
totally.
Mostly because of his vision of the bigness of things, you know.